Hey guys, this is Sith Lord Fluffy coming back with another Marvel Strike Force video. Today is February 26th, and we have the first half preview for 2021 from the devs. So let's dive into this and let's see what kind of new stuff we might have coming to the game. Alright, so greetings MSF fans. We're into February. Still like to formally welcome you to the new year. Spring will be here before you know it. The dev team has a number of projects and initiatives that we're working on in 2021. As we've started doing this about every 6 months, we would like to give you a preview of some of the things we're targeting to release in the first half of the year. Cool. Alright guys, so the first thing we got, new features. Costumes. Okay. I mean, we have kind of been asking for skins. Well, we did ask for it for a long time, but I'm cool with it, honestly. Costumes. The Marvel characters we know and love have evolved in so many ways since they were introduced to the world through the pages of Marvel Comics. One thing that just about all of the characters in MSF have in common is that they have worn multiple costumes or attire in their various appearances. We're excited to announce the ability to change character costumes is coming, and we're happy to share some of the changes you will be able to make. Alright, so here we have Daredevil, who I've got to say, this Daredevil costume actually looks pretty badass. I like that. Cyclops, kind of bland, but whatever works. I'm sure there'll be other options in the future. And Captain Marvel, that's actually kind of cool. I don't mind that costume so much. So, there we go. One of the most exciting aspects of costumes is that we can visit iconic uniforms and apparel in the Marvel Universe across many timelines and media. So that's kind of cool. So there's going to be multiple costumes available for each character is kind of what I'm getting from this. Some characters that currently have classic attire might get access to a more modern look and vice versa, or certain characters that have threads inspired by the pages of the comics might unlock a new ensemble from a Marvel movie or a television series and vice versa. Okay, cool. So there's definitely a possibility for lots of costumes for lots of characters. The possibilities are practically endless. Hey, that's what I just said. Please note that the costumes shown here might not be the first ones made available, but they will be coming in the not-so-distant future. Okay, I mean, and that's generally how it goes. Usually when they drop new stuff like this, they'll throw out a couple of things, and that may not be the first things that come to the game. So, I do have to say I am kind of excited for this. This is kind of cool. The methods in which the costumes will be unlocked is still being finalized, but it's likely that they will be available through several different modes in the game, similar to how characters are unlocked through various modes and events. Okay, I like that. If it's going to be, there's not just one way to get them. You're going to have multiple ways to get them, and I think that's how they should do it. We know that this is something our players have been asking for. We're eager to hear your feedback on which costumes that you would like to see for your favorite characters. We plan on releasing a steady stream of costumes for years to come. Cool. I'm good with that. I like that. I think this is a good idea. ISO 8 Tier 2. Yay. Last year, when ISO 8 feature was introduced, we were thrilled with the positive response from players to such a game-changing feature. It laid the groundwork for us to expand on it in the future and consider what the next evolution would look like. We're happy to announce that the next iteration is now in production. ISO 8 Tier 2 is intended to be late-game content when introduced, and players will first gain access to Tier 2 crystals and ions as rewards in the Doom raids. We'll have more details on Tier 2 in the coming months. Okay, so ISO 8 Tier 2 is coming. The rewards are going to be from the Doom raids. I get it. It's going to be late game content. I'm just nervous about Tier 2. As scarce as the ions are now for Tier 1, I'm nervous about what Tier 2 is going to be like. So, but I guess we'll see. I'm sure they'll give us more information as they get closer to the time for them releasing it. Reading my chat, whales get whalier, power gap increases. Yes, that will happen. Your top tier alliances will get a lot farther ahead than everybody else. I do think that this will be... it is intended to be late game, you know, like they said, but I do feel like the non-top tier alliances will be able to do it if they work towards it and they work together. They won't be able to do it as fast as the top tier alliances, but it will be doable. But that's, again, assuming that there's not a whole lot of change in the way the Doom Raids are run now. And they may change drastically. There's no telling. Next up, Strike Pass. Okay. Most of you have likely already been earning rewards with Mojo's Mayhem and Real-Time Arena. We'll be using a similar system called the Strike Pass to grant extra rewards for completing daily objectives, including some new additions. In most cases, this means that you'll get more rewards, including orange gear, for the actions you're already taking in the game. There will be different levels of rewards based on the current level in the game. For example, the pass for newer players will likely contain a lot of blue and purple gear, while the pass for veteran players will contain more orange gear. More details shall be revealed closer to release. I'm not sure. If this is a second, like, Battle Pass style thing, I'm not completely sure that I'm going to be super excited about this. This would... If this is a second pass and it's worth it, then me personally, I would be limiting myself to $40 a month. I would buy the Battle Pass and RTA, and I would buy this pass, and that would be it. I wouldn't buy anything else. That's kind of where I'm at with it. Maybe it won't be, you know, maybe it won't be that you have to spend money. Maybe it'll be free to play. I doubt it. I'm sure you'll have to spend money on it. But maybe we'll get lucky and it'll be like $5, maybe $10. I guess we'll see. So far, everything's looking okay. I'm not really mad at any of this stuff yet. Exclusive original character. Not gonna lie, we're pretty stoked about this next thing. We've been working closely with Marvel to create a brand new named character, not a minion, never before seen, that will be introduced into the Marvel Universe exclusively through Marvel Strike Force. They'll officially canon in the Marvel Universe too. Expect to hear more about this character's unveiling closer to the game's anniversary around March or April. I'm kind of interested about this. What kind of character is it going to be? Is it going to be is it going to be a mutant? Is it going to be a cosmic character? And the fact that they're going to be canon that's actually really cool. I like that. I'm actually super excited for that part. Probably a war defense team? Yeah, probably. Alright guys, here's the improvements. Here is the quality of life stuff that we've all been looking for, okay? First up, saved squad tabs. We've been steadily rolling out improvements over the past year to the squad select screen and the associated character roster and save squad screens. With many base improvements made, we're now able to move on to something that has been highly requested, saved squad tabs. Instead of having only one list of saved squads, you'll have multiple tabs and lists associated with several of the most popular game modes like Arena, Blitz, and Raid. While that larger feature is being worked on, we plan to add more saved squads in the next game version as a stopgap. Sweet. So we're getting saved squads. If you guys watched our video that Flair, Biscuit Weasel, myself, and C-Dots did about 2 weeks ago now, where we basically griped about the game for a couple of hours. That was one of our things, was save squads. And we actually went into this exact method of doing it, having a different tab for the different areas of the game. Now we know that all of the Blitz teams are based off of your save squads. So now the gear levels and the star levels and all of that, that varies depending on A, what team you're using, and B, what tier you are in the Blitz. But the actual save team is pulled from people's save squad roster. And we said, why not just say, okay, you have to have one for Blitz, but then have another one for Arena, have another one for Raids, have another one for War, whatever. And that was exactly what we wanted. So this is, if they do this right, is going to be amazing. But as we all know, bugs. Anyway, next. Raid season milestone rewards. This is something we mentioned in previous posts, but is worth mentioning again as it's an important feature that is due to be spruced up with the metagame. Currently, many alliances tend to finish the raid season milestone rewards rather quickly. My alliance, we usually finish them in about 3 to 4 days at most. So, kind of nothing to do for the next week and a half. So we are looking to improve the long-term experience with more top-tier milestones for additional rewards, including orange gear. I like that. That'll help out a lot. Raid key tracking. This is something I've been griping about for years. Something that's been requested by many alliance leaders and officers, the ability to see which members of their alliance are contributing those vital raid keys. We know that alliance leaders have additional QL improvement requests, and the team is reviewing these to evaluate what we can address this year. So hopefully this will come with API. That would just make it so easy. Hopefully we'll get there. I guess we'll see. Red stars for Ultron. Team wants to give additional value to opening basic red star orbs. We're doing this by introducing a new currency that will be part of the orb drops. This new currency will be redeemable to purchase red stars for characters like Ultron, who previously didn't have access to them, and additional red stars for Ultimus. The new currency will give players some additional agency into getting red stars for specific characters in the future. Please note that the new currency is intended to be something accrued and redeemed over a period of time. Okay, Ultron needs the buff of the stars. He's been kind of power creeped out a little bit. He's still a great character. He's still a great all-around character, but the red stars will help him. Ultimus is pretty much garbage anyway, so I don't really care. But yeah, and then that'll give you additional agency into getting red stars for specific characters in the future. So basically another red star store is what it's going to amount to before too long. But if it's a way for you, if this currency can be accrued, through your dailies or whatever, I'm okay with that. More ways to get specific red stars for specific characters. That's nice. Oh, look, API. This is something that we've been working on for the better part of a year, and we're very close to rolling out a beta version. We've been in close communication with the admins of MSF.gg to create an API that will allow their website direct access to certain game information such as mission nodes and general info about characters, including but not limited to XP upgrades, ISO upgrades, and traits. We'll be progressing from an alpha test to a live beta test in the near future with limited features. Our intent is to keep building on the API over time with more features and eventually open up access to additional partners. We're committed to the long-term support of the community, and this is one of the ways in which we are dedicated to that. We have been griping about an API for years. We have been begging for an API for years. Thank you, God, it is finally coming to fruition. I am super excited for an API. This would make my job as a captain so much easier with my alliance. I know a lot of the top tier alliances just make things so much easier. Things would be so much quicker. I cannot express how excited I am for API. All right, under review. Everything mentioned above is already in production. There are a couple of topics that aren't fully in production yet, but are actively under review by the team, and plans of action are currently being explored. All right, so Alliance War. Many players' favorite game mode, and we realized that it could be spiced up a bit to encourage some new tactics. We're currently exploring several options to shake things up a bit, and we should have more information to share in the near future on those plans. We want to visit the room bonuses, and we're exploring allowing for additional attacks and additional defense squads per room. Okay. Well, something new in Alliance War. Alliance War really needs to be... It needs to be upgraded. It hasn't been updated since it was released, 2 years ago? 2.5 years ago, something like that? And there was a lot of things that they told us were coming with Alliance War initially that never showed up. Whether those projects just fell off the wagon or were cut down by corporate or whatever, we may never know. But hopefully these will be good changes for Alliance War, and it won't be just a speed game anymore. Hopefully it'll make it more tactical. More efficiency based is really where it should be, in my opinion. Real-time arena. Taking community feedback into account on several aspects of the feature, including the recent change to players quitting a match before it's finished. This created some unintended edge cases. We've also heard community feedback regarding some imbalances in matchmaking and a desire to have a greater incentive to focus on winning matches. We'll continue to explore options to incorporate feedback and iterate on the mode over time to help improve the overall experience. I don't think there really needs to be greater incentive to focus on winning matches, but there is definitely quite a bit that's still to be desired for RTA. At least that's my thoughts on it. Alright, summary. And there you go. That's your preview of what we're working on for the first half of 2021. We have a lot of improvements and special events planned, especially around the game's anniversary, which will be the end of March, early April. Please note that everything mentioned here is subject to change and has the possibility of being pushed outside the given time frame. We'll do our best to keep you updated on the status of these initiatives. While we're constantly looking at how to update and improve existing features, we are simultaneously working on developing new game modes that will provide unique and thrilling challenges. While we're not quite ready to talk about those yet, we do want you to know that they're under construction. They generally take a lot more time to create compared to improvements on current features. We hope to have more details to share later in 2021 or possibly early 2022. Thank you very much for playing MSF. Please stay healthy and happy in 2021 and beyond. Okay, so overall, I'm actually kind of excited for this. Lots of good points, good updates coming. There are a few things that I wish were moving faster. Like, I wish we already had API. The save squad thing, we've been griping about that for months now. I know it's going to take time, but hopefully when they roll these new things out, hopefully they won't be too buggy. But anyway, guys, if you like the video, drop a subscribe. You'll get notified when I throw up a new video. Come check us out on Twitch. I do record these on Twitch live. My link is in the description. As always, guys, I hope you have a great rest of your day. If you have anything you want to talk about, hit those comments down below. Alright, guys. Later.